Mykonos. Hands up, who's been? Who's been in that crystal clear water, walked down those pristine white streets with the multicolored doors? If you have, then you already know how expensive it is. Today I'm going to share how you can do Mykonos on a budget. But before I do that, I need to summon my trusty assistant, the amazing Apple. Ta-da!
Hello!
What's up guys? Welcome welcome back to the channel. The first thing you're going to notice today is we are in different clothes, different hairstyles, different environment at a different time of day.
But we're the same people.
Same people and the same message to share with you in the video. So yesterday when I was editing this, I noticed that there was a very high-pitched whistle in the background, thanks to the washing machine. Who knew the washing machine would interrupt the video so much? So
we're noobs, that's why.
Yeah. I mean, this is like video number 4, so learning curve. If you're new to making YouTube videos, be aware of your washing machines, they're monstrous.
Or any surrounding noise.
Any surrounding noise, including a puppy that's over that way. So ultimately, what we want to do is recapture this moment, and then it's going to clip back into the original video where MA looks fantastic and I don't look like a troll.
Do I not look good now?
No. So today's video is to share with you guys how you can do Mykonos on a budget. To get to the point,
can't, unfortunately.
You really can't. No. That's it. Okay, thanks for coming through. Hit the like button and subscribe.
Bye.
And we'll see you later.
Hope you enjoyed the video.
Yeah, really good, really informative video. No, jokes aside, Mykonos is inherently expensive. It's one of the biggest party islands in Greece. It's probably one of the most famous.
Yeah.
So along with that comes the price tag.
It's the Ibiza of Greece.
Yeah, the Ibiza of Greece. But there are ways and methods that you can adapt to bring the cost of doing Mykonos down. Should we show?
Yeah.
All right. I've asked Emma to join me today because growing up she spent most of her summers visiting Mykonos.
Yeah, my dad's from there, so we spent every summer, Easter, for at least 18 years going.
So lots of experience.
Yeah, and the island has changed loads over time as well.
So if there's anybody to give up a good argument as to how to save money at Mykonos, I figured somebody who has lived in Mykonos essentially is a prime example. Tip number 1, don't take taxis.
They're an easy option, they're faster and very convenient, but they're very expensive, and especially if you're foreign, you will get ripped off.
We had one quote for 30 euros, which was about a 5-minute drive.
Yeah, and they'd charge me 10 for the same price, for
Greek.
the same ride.
English. What's going on there? But instead of taxis, try to take the bus. It's a lot cheaper, and it's just as easy. Number 2, don't necessarily go to the big named beaches.
The ones that you see all over Instagram, really expensive. The sun lounges, especially. If you go to Namos Apsaru, they'll charge you £200 for a set of lounge chairs. Alemaru is the same, 90 euros, 80 euros. The cheapest you can get for one of those is probably 70 euros. And it's just not worth it.
Tip number 3, feeding time.
Think about buying and making your own food. There's supermarkets and mini markets all over the island, and it's easy to get, especially if you have an Airbnb where you can cook. Or otherwise look for cheaper restaurants.
If you come to Mykonos and you want some great ice creams, make sure you come here. Macarena. And these guys will sort you out. A lot of the restaurants in Mykonos have some fantastic views, like Instagram worthy views. But because of this, they also charge quite a lot of money just for some basic hummus or tzatziki, and it can get really expensive really fast.
Yeah, so if you see a plate of stuffed peppers for 25 euros, it's an expensive place, don't go there.
Yeah, or 12 euros for hummus. Don't do it. Number 4, the beaches.
The beaches are beautiful with crystal clear waters, but it's extremely cold.
Yes, yeah. Surprisingly cold. For the Greek islands and the Mediterranean Sea, it's going to take you a couple of minutes to walk into that, especially when it hits like your belly button. Tip number 5. Mykonos is more than just beaches. It has culture, it has history.
Yeah, so instead of taking the beach day, just walk around and explore the island. If you have a car, you can get to even more places. You can also take a day trip to Dilos, which is also full of historic sites.
Yeah, and it's relatively cheap as well. Jump on a boat, hop across, bish bash bosh.
Yeah, it's really close.
Tip number 6. Locations for your hotels or your Airbnb.
Everything in Mykonos tends to happen in one small piece of land. Everything is in the center, but if you go further out, because of the buses and how they're easily connected, if you go to Anomera, for example, you can still get to the center to party, go out for food, go to the beaches, but you will get a cheaper price than staying in the center.
And the buses run quite late as well because the island just does not sleep.
Yeah, that's true.
So transportation is going to be easy. Linking back to our first tip, try to avoid the taxis in the evening because you'll get charged a bomb. If you can navigate the buses, sounds like a win-win. And tip number 7. You can hire a moped for around 30 euros a day, but
this is a lot of money, and the bus is only 2 euros, and you can get... The mopeds are good if you want to get around and explore the island, but just be careful on the roads, wear your helmet, and just make sure that you stay safe, I guess.
Essentially, yeah. Especially if you're not used to riding a bike. Just be aware.
Yeah, and because it's not just you, there's loads of other tourists as well that also don't know. Obviously, if you're coming from a country where they drive on the other side of the road, that's an extra factor.
So you can't do Mykonos on a budget. Inherently, the island is just expensive.
Unfortunately.
Some of the bars will charge you an entrance fee, and then they state that you must spend 150 euros per person just to stay there.
Yeah. This year especially has been extremely bad, but it could be due to COVID as well, because Mykonos has always been an expensive island, but it's never been this expensive. So things might calm down if you're watching this in the future.
This year being 2022.
Yeah. Yeah.
So if you can go to a different island, if you just want the Greek authentic feel, there are plenty of other options for you to go to. If you want that Mykonos feel where you can put this on Instagram and say, I did Mykonos this summer, be prepared. It's the only thing you're going to do for the whole year. It's overpriced, but you can have a great time.
Yeah, it's a beautiful island. It's just a shame it's so expensive.
Mykonos on a budget? No. Mykonos with a deep pocket?
Definitely.
Good luck. If you have been to Mykonos or you are going to go to Mykonos, let us know in the comments below what you think of it or what you're excited for. If you have any questions, again, put them below and we'll see if we can answer them up to a certain point in the timeline. If you watch this 5 years from now, we probably won't be answering questions about Mykonos. Ciao!